this Charlie
Same
plays
thing,
Wolf
yeah.
as well. Yeah, that would just be really good.
All right, well, all right, here we go, guys. Game. Losing quarter? How far behind is this bracket? Gimmer, I'm billing you double. All right, here we go. Kira.
You heard it here first.
All right, so this will be fun. Pikachu, which we've already seen some really exciting Pikachu play in the main bracket from Shiny Mark. Kudos to him getting second place up there. But this time it's going to be all about Kira, who I'm not sure if it was Kira who sent. Actually, Kira upset somebody big earlier. I'm not really sure. I can't quite remember who it was, but Kira definitely did some work early in that main bracket and went up against my man Charlie, piloting the Pokemon trainer. Appropriate start stage, of course, Pokemon Stadium, so you love to see it. This is not Kira Flax. This is not Charlie King. They just happen to have the same name. Look, there's probably another Phil out there too. Okay, I'm not the exclusive one, so everybody knows.
Yeah, both Charlie and Kira just got completely fed up with their previous names, and they just switched.
Enough is enough. Like,
oh man.
Ooh, wow, what a nice good punish right there with the Thunder.
What are you doing? I mean, edge guarding Pikachu is quite the demanding task. Gets out of the forward air. Oh, but this is going to be big damage here on the Charizard. There's the switch, though.
Oh, that switch was so clutch, yes. That Charizard is nothing but a big target for Pikachu. Great awareness on the part of Charlie.
Stock here. Charlie sticking with the Squirtle. There's, okay, side B. Still not enough to KO. This back air should do the trick, though. Pikachu is going to be light enough for Squirtle to have that kill threat. Really nice management, and like you said earlier, that switch was just so clutch to get him out of that situation. Just get him onto the Pokemon that's a little smaller, harder to combo.
Oh, damn.
There's the up there, another side B, but the punish was just a tad bit short there. Up tilt conversion, okay.
Like what I'm seeing. Yeah, like what I'm seeing, just stringing together some big hits to close this gap. Wow, really likes going off stage, bro.
Yeah, he's and like usually you see like Ivysaur going for an edge guard like that. There's the down air, but the slight delay on the quick attack will get Kira back on the stage. There's the up air to punish that DI in. Another up air is not going to do the trick, but the switch right into the fly. Still not enough to get this KO.
Kira, to his credit, surviving, and you got everything coming out from Charlie, like confident in the Charizard right now, looking for one big hit. There it is. Up smash, scoop him up, send him out.
One of the quickest up smashes in the game. I think the only one with a faster up smash is Diddy Kong. So yeah, Charizard, he's a big fellow, but he's got the swift up smash.
Yep, he has the speed. Yep. Oh, gets the change, but it's not gonna matter. Being tossed into the blast zone. So back on even footing we go. Final stock here. And a close one in this first game.
Yeah, and you don't got that Myth or Pyro switch, so you're staying right where you start.
You ain't lying.
Ooh, okay, doesn't go for a double up air. Goes for that forward air. Definitely could have gone for a nair as well, but this is a big opening here. The switch does get him out. The Charizard comes out as well. You got to be careful if you're Pikachu at this percent. 86, and goes for the nasty hit, and doesn't get punished for the Flare Blitz.
Kind of getting fortunate on that one. Charlie trying to chase him down. Oh, swinging. This is terrifying if you're Kira. Already seen this Charizard be effective at the same juncture on the last stock. Well, if he could keep him off, this would be huge.
Low for the up B here with the reversal, and it gets on the stage with the tail. The forward tilt closes it out here for Charlie. So gonna go up 1-0 in this set.
Well done to Charlie. He was trailing for a bit of that match, but just keeping the fight alive. And again, Charizard kind of MVP with how he sealed out those last two stocks, throwing out the big man to handle that small frame of Pikachu.
Yeah, the that one up smash very early on was very clutch. Yeah, just I feel like the Charizard was the go-to for that match, even like the Squirtle. I feel like the Ivy didn't do too much, but we'll see as we get into more games, because every trainer kind of has like a go-to. Even though you should love all your Pokemon equally, you're gonna have a favorite, right? Like, come on.
I mean, you can love them all equally, but you know which ones are worth a rare candy and which ones aren't. Let's keep it 100 with these people, bro. Don't want to lie to you.
You only got so much candy to go around.
Damn, boys. I'm saying, but where are we going in this game number 2? Let's find out momentarily. Oh. All right, another Poke-centric stage in Kalos. I love the theme battles. Gotta admit that. Obviously, this is a heavily favored Pikachu stage.
Yes. You definitely got to be confident, very confident in the stage to leave it open against Pikachu. But I mean, doesn't mean that trainer doesn't have what it takes to, you know, do what trainer does best on Kalos. So. Oh, right underneath the T-Jolt. That was interesting. The down air doesn't get the forward tilt fault, but does scoop up the grab there. And Charlie getting a good amount of damage. You see that T-Jolt skidding right underneath, hitting the wall and assisting Pikachu. That's one of the big reasons why this stage is very, very good for Pikachu. But trainer can definitely take advantage of some of the platforms by the edge as well. The Ivysaur comes out, and platforms particularly is very great for Ivysaur because you can manipulate how you down air or how you up air off these platforms, and obviously those two moves for Ivysaur are very, very good.
Trying to put some pressure on, nice. All right, nobody gaining too much of an advantage. I like the kind of like the tight neutral we're seeing develop here.
Yeah, there's a lot of space in the center of this stage. Obviously, there are platforms, but they're more towards the edge. So when you're playing neutral in the center of the stage, it kind of has that FD feel. Can you make it back? Oh, no, you can't. Gonna make sure the dunk. I don't even know if Charizard would have made it back, but good stuff on Kira just to make absolutely sure that the stock is taken there.
Definitely.
Oh, double jump. There's a switch to Zard. Okay, we get that bonus jump from the switch to Zard and gonna stay alive here. But look at all this damage getting tacked on, but the forward throw. Yeah.
Definitely appreciate the back and forth action that we are seeing unfold here, and again for a stage that, you know, again we kind of mentioned, like, yeah, definitely heavily can favor Pikachu. They're doing an excellent job. Oh, trying to squeeze that thunder in, not going to be able to connect, but gets him off stage and chance to tackle some damage. Kind of presenting itself, but Charlie again does an excellent job kind of fading.
Ooh, and I love these nairs. You see the drift left and then the drift right. Gets out of the corner. Another switch and the YOLO Flare Blitz.
Might be trying to call a roll, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Charlie definitely going for some of these Flare Blitz, but not getting him to connect. But we'll see if later on in the set, if he's going to be able to condition and set up some of these Flare Blitz for the hit, for the KO probably, because Pikachu being extremely light. Oh, speaking of light. That back air, it hits, especially on a character like Pikachu, extremely light, and wow, Charlie definitely taking full advantage of that. And like I said, man, this Zard is kind of slapping.
Yeah, so, oh my goodness, that was so nasty too. Like, the down air attempt, but just a couple of those jabs just to send him in that direction, and back air just cleaning up that stock and giving himself a huge advantage. And look at the commitment, he's sticking with the Charizard and sticks the landing all on Pikachu's face. Easy to stock for Charlie. My goodness.
Bro, Charizard, come on, man. I saw you go into the bag and steal all the rare candies. Come on, Zard. That's not cool, man.
That was
Zard. Dude, the fact that, like, even right out the gate at 0%, you stick on the Zard like that, that is just, like, clear cut, like, I just want to play Zard, right? Like, because, like, the quote-unquote, like, standard thing to do there is, you know, switch to Squirtle, get your low percent combos, yada yada, right? But obviously just having full confidence with the Zard and just pretty much just destroying that last stock just with Zard only. Very, very good look for Charlie. Very, very confident look, honestly, coming into this game number 3.
If I'm Kira, I'm a little bit like, well, the hell's it gonna take at this point? You know what I'm saying? Like, very, very, very frustrating to say the least. But you got to credit Charlie, man. He's definitely rising to the occasion, and just one game away from advancing to losers semis.
Yeah, and another like crazy thing about Pokemon Trainer as well, obviously you have the complexity of like playing 3 characters, right? And like certain characters like do better in certain matchups, and you want to use other other mons for the other matchups. But another thing you have to take into account as well is it's not always black and white in terms of just like matchup on paper, right? Like maybe Kira just prefers to play against Squirtle and Ivy, and like just maybe Charizard isn't supposed to do well versus Pikachu, but Kira just specifically has a player issue or a player problem with Zard, right? So as the Pokemon trainer player, like Charlie has to realize that, and maybe that's the reason why we're seeing more Zard. Maybe it's his preferred Pokemon, who knows, right? Like, but like the thing with trainers, there's so much going on in terms of like decision making for which mon to use in which situation.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got three strong characters to choose from. I think, honestly, I think for Charlie, he's just thinking, okay, well, I know, just given how light this character is and how confident I am with my Charizard, I could probably dispatch these stocks like fairly efficient. For these past 2 games, that has certainly been the case. Good response though from Kira to take care of Charizard as well as that first stock, and open the door to really build upon this lead and get himself on the board, trying to avoid that dreaded 3-0. Charlie is so clearly eager to hand out.
Yeah, and for the first time in this set, we see the Charlie Zard not clutching it out here, and Kira finally able to get a lead and really start to get some momentum. And like the one thing that is really painful if you know particularly just don't like the trainer matchup is if you suck versus Zard. If you suck versus Zard, that's just like really irritating in a sense where it's like usually like the last stock, last hit moments is going to be you versus Zard, right? So it's like the very crucial / clutch moments is going to be versus Zard, and if you're just like particularly weak against Zard, that's just not a good look for the trainer matchup.
Gave up that jump. Nice catch from Kira. Staying aggressive. Gotta get back on stage. Nice. Good utilization of the platform, but I like what Kira's doing. Like, he's being super patient, it feels like.
Yeah, Charlie's definitely forcing these high recoveries with Zard. Obviously, you have the tools in a sense that you have multiple jumps, but Zard generally doesn't have like crazy tools to fight back with. You have like Ride and Fair, but for the most part, Kira's doing a great job of just tacking on so much damage for these high force recoveries.
Oh, that was actually a really good switch to get out of that precarious situation. See how long Squirtle's going to stick on the board.
Wow, snuck in the damage and was able to get out as well. Up throw might not KO Ivysaur. Okay, now it will. Before the 2 T-Jolts, it was like kind of close. Still might have killed, but almost kind of getting away with that situation. Very good T-Jolt setup from Kira. And wait, that was like a clip moment, but it doesn't matter. Charlie's like, you know what, man, you got it. You probably should have killed me on that platform. Anyway, I wanted to see like a drag down Nair into like maybe a grab, and then because Pikachu's forward throw has such a long animation, you can kind of like go for a pummel or 2 and then start the forward throw, and you're a stock ahead, so you get either the stock trade or they die. That's what I wanted to see, but nonetheless, Kira will get himself on to the board, and see if Kira can make this reverse 3-0 the reverse 3-0 dream come true here.
All right. Shall find out, but just good to see him just be able to kind of get on the board regardless, especially considering how those first 2 games went. Kudos and props to him. Reverse 3-0, maybe.
It is a possibility.
Charlie's been playing really well, though. Yeah, keep that in mind.
Yeah. We'll see how Charlie's Zard plays here. I feel like, to me, it just felt like the Charizard was MVP for games 1 and 2, and Kira has done a really good job of adapting to the Charizard, so we'll see how it plays out here. Or maybe we'll see Charlie's other Pokemon kind of get that level up, get that boost. Looks like Pokemon Stadium 2 is the pick here. Great platform pressures, and I just, honestly, Kira's air-to-air just feels like it's doing really well. Wow, Force Smash isn't connect there. They're like barely missing each other with their hitboxes, but they're playing so close, so it's like
they really are. And Kira's kind of like just barely excelling. That's something that Charlie's gonna want to kind of change the narrative on. Trying to come through. No Nair, not gonna do it. Really, a lot of openings being presented thus far for Kira, and it's certainly taking advantage of them. But here comes that Charizard that Charlie clearly just has so much faith in. But maybe that faith starts to dwindle. I feel like Kira's really got more of a read on it now.
Yeah, just sinks down, and wow, Kira definitely the one time Charlie's like, you know what, man, I'll go low. Has the punish ready on deck, and very, very impressive play from Kira, knowing exactly when and where to weave in that down air, and just really playing the advantage state so well on the neutral being played, as well as just like that advantage state that Kira's bringing to the table. And finally able to just close out these Charizard stocks, right? I feel like that has been the thorn in Kira's side for so long, and now that he's finally like confident against the Zard, he can go for like harder reads, get these KOs earlier, and not really worry too much about it. Oh, and just as I said, there's a... Oh, he lived the Flare Blitz.
My goodness. It's kind of interesting, too, because it's wild when you think about the fact, like, okay, yeah, that was kind of the bane of his existence in those first 2 games. And now when you realize, okay, he's kind of adapted to it, like, when he just downloaded exactly what he's looking for, all right, suddenly, like, maybe that confidence that Charlie has in that Charizard just wanes a little bit, enough to make him second guess maybe some of his decisions. So Kira's done an excellent job hanging around and really just making this anybody's contest at the moment, looking to really send this one to a game 5 when we were just seeing like it might have been a potential 3-0, but I don't think Kira has any intention of letting that be the case. Okay, playing around each other a little bit. Charlie really needs to just got to find like just a big play to cut into this deficit. Maybe open the door for Charizard to get out there and do some more damage.
Right, and at this point, you're probably going to have to switch just because, and that is a very, very risky thing to do, like a switch right into neutral. You definitely can catch your opponent off guard, but nonetheless, Kira is able to land the dash tag, get this KO, and right out the gate, starting with Zard at 0%, this is pretty risky. If Pikachu does get a grab, it can force a switch fairly early here, but just going to stick it out with the Zard.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword here. I mean, you know you can take off that stock with one solid hit, but at the same time, you can end up with 50 or 60 on you when it's all said and done. Pikachu trying to get in there, you see Kira eager to, and there it is. Yep, enjoy all that damage. Okay, able to switch out to alleviate some of it, but this is looking like all Kira at the moment. Final stock here for Charlie, and he is just accumulating damage.
Yeah, and Kira's doing a lot better of a job. So before that,
what?
SD, he only zipped once, and he was just like in the air, and then obviously neutral Squirtle is going to take that. But Kira's been doing a really good job of like playing the T-Jolt game more, kind of hanging back, not necessarily like rushing into some of these switches or just some of these options that Charlie has. Oh, there's a lock here. Try to get the read. Yeah, I respect it. There's no like guarantee follow-up where you get the KO there, so right there, you know, Kira going for a read, try to get the KO, and this could still be it. Wow, the T-Jolt is going to get beaten out by the Charizard up B. Very surprised that Kira didn't go for the down air dunk there, and this is the rage on Charizard. One solid backer could be it. Are you going to use that fear factor, the tournament factor on your side? The Flare Blitz connects, but it's not enough for the KO.
Charlie, all the momentum in the world right now. Kira kind of scrambling, trying to get back to center stage. Might be able to put him away with this drag down, and he will. Just narrowly escapes with that game. Charlie was right on his heels. My goodness.
Yeah, that falling there, and of course Charizard being a very, very tall Pokemon. And look at this. I feel like just seconds ago we were watching Charlie being up 2-0, and now we are here at a Game 5 situation. The Pokemon battle is not over just yet, so we'll see what stage we go to. Because I definitely can't imagine any of them changing. I feel like we're just going to see the trainer the whole time. Yep, and looks like the same stage as well.
All right, seemed like we were heading to a potential 3-0 from Charlie, but Kira has found a way to bounce back. Some clutch stocks have definitely yielded him some good success. So here we are, game number 5.
All right, looks like even Charlie kind of taking a moment, gonna play that patient game. I feel like Kira's like patience is the reason why we're even in this game 5 situation. Not kind of just not running your head into Charizard. Okay.
Oh, that was scary.
Squirtle, grab the ledge.
Damn, bro, face the right way. Don't make me panic like that, baby. Ooh, make that pop back up. Oh, just tried to force the forward smash. There's been a grab there, but one of the damage didn't end up with it, but still mildly in control.
Ooh, look at these whiff punishes coming out from Kira, but there, speaking of whiff punishes, there's the forward air into the up air. Big damage on both sides here. Very even. The tech roll does go away though, and now Kira off stage. There's the Razor Leaves tried to, wow, and you said it earlier, man. Charlie loves to go off stage with whatever Pokemon he's playing.
That's his thing.
It don't matter if it's Squirtle, Ivysaur, or Charizard. This man's running off and doing some aerials.
Straight up fearless, to say the least. Ooh.
No punish on that forward air. The switch, the no tech. Can you get a KO even with the stutter step on the forward smash? Not even close. Charizard very chunky.
Oh my god.
And even if Charizard lived that, he had no jump, so he would have to force the Flare Blitz. So I feel like that would have been the KO regardless, as long as Kira's executed the edge guard correctly. So really good stuff. Down air, not necessarily getting the spike, but still enough to get the job done off the side.
Back to Charizard we go.
This is going to be another follow-up here. Doesn't get hit by the back air, just respecting Zard's panic options. Kira is doing an immaculate job against this Zard, and already 70% racked up.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, a 156 2 playing fearless like he's just at a clean 56. There's no worries at all. Going to force Charlie to switch back to the Squirtle. Really just kind of hope to use that speed there. Get in there, close the gap. Find a way to get rid of this stock, which has been plaguing him, but that'll finally do it. Shell Shock, send him out. Yeah, stick with Squirtle. Hope to get some of these low percent combos.
Oh, SD with the Thunder as well. You got to be careful. Quick Tag is going to get back onto stage, though. See if Charlie he's still finding his way in with the side B. Oh, down there almost catching it, but the reversal. Do you have to switch here? Yes, you do, and he was waiting for it. You got to switch for another jump into the Flare Blitz. Do you grab the ledge? Really good. Doesn't get the bounce off. Very nice space there.
Really good stuff thus far from Charlie. Oh, I love it. Just pure aggression. Dash attack puts him in the air, and then immediately follows up with the forward air. That is just what Kira is bringing to the table right now. Really just a lot of pressure, not letting Charlie breathe in some of these tight and difficult spots that he really just finds himself in. And looking like this reverse 3-0 is certainly going to come to pass. Once Charlie can really just kind of stop the bleeding, because he is getting absolutely mauled at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like right now Charlie is kind of falling apart. The panic switches, like, I feel like Kira gets a hit and Kira like runs forward and doesn't even really jump at him. Like, there's no pump fake, and like the switches are just preemptively coming out. Just like, see, at least right there, Kira did a jump and then saw a switch, right? But there's been other situations where that hasn't been the case, and that was get me out of here, DI. Like, died so early. Definitely, I think should have lived there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he was
yeah,
done.
right.
He was over it. He was definitely over it.
I'm over it, DI. You know,
Yeah.
many names for those kinds